A misconception that Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he was the one who started this congregation Salah, Qiyamul Layl during Ramadan. It's a misconception. But in fact, it is he who revived the Sunnah of the Prophet. The hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3, in the book of Taraweeh, hadith number 2012, that the Prophet was the person who offered Qiyamul Layl. People joined him in congregation and he allowed it. Then later on, next night, the whole mosque was filled. And third night, it was overflowing. And fourth night, didn't come out purposely. From this hadith, we come to know that it was the Prophet who started this. And Sunnah of the Prophet. But at the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, there were hardly any people who prayed that. It's further mentioned in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3, in the book of Taraweeh, hadith number 2010. The Sahaba says that he was walking along with Hazrat Umar, one of the mosque, may Allah be pleased with him, and he finds that people were praying individually. And some people were praying in a small group. So Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he gathered all the people and he said, let's make one Jama'ah. And he appointed Ubay bin Ka'b, may Allah be pleased with him, to lead the Salah. And everyone prayed behind him. And later on, when he comes back after a few nights, he finds that people are praying in one congregation. And then he comments, it is preferable to pray when the people are sleeping than what they are praying now. Because, they prayed immediately after Isha Salah, as I mentioned earlier. So praying the Qiyamul Layl in Ramadan, what people call as Taraweeh, it's preferable to pray the last 1/3 of night. But if you pray early also, it's no problem. Now, coming back to the question, when he said that it's an excellent bid'ah, people misunderstand the statement. And they say, oh, that means the bid'ah can be good. Bid'ah is normally, in the Sharia, means an innovation in the religion. But here, Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he never used it as a bid'ah in the religion. There's nothing like bid'ah which is good. Because it's mentioned in the hadith of Sahih Muslim, volume number 1, hadith number 1885, that all innovations in the religion are wrong and they lead to error. And another hadith says that all innovations lead to hellfire. So all innovations are wrong. Now, based on this hadith, when Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, said that it's an excellent bid'ah, so people normally say that bid'ah can be good and can be bad, good bid'ah is allowed. So what he really meant here was bid'ah in the linguistic term, not bid'ah in the religion. Because in linguistic term, bid'ah means something which is new. So at that time, people did not pray in one congregation. So he reminded them of the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So it was going back to the Sunnah of the Prophet, but for that time it was bid'ah linguistically, it was something new. So it doesn't mean that Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he innovated something in the religion. He took
Innovation, or a bid'ah, is something that is invented in religion that is not part of it, with the intention of worshipping Allah and getting closer to Him. So some say Taraweeh is a bid'ah, and this is not true. The Prophet himself, alayhi salatu wasalam, initiated this sunnah, and the hadith is authentic. The Prophet prayed Taraweeh prayer, leading the companions for 3 or 4 nights. And then he refrained, he stopped. So the companions started calling him out, "O Prophet of Allah, come and pray like you prayed the previous night." So the Prophet came out to them and he said, "I have seen what you had done the previous nights. Had I not feared that Allah would obligate this prayer upon you, I would have continued." So listen to the Prophet's justification, alayhi salatu wasalam. So the one who started it was the Prophet, alayhi salatu wasalam. After he died, what he had feared does not exist anymore. And that is, no one can obligate night prayer because he's dead. How can it be obligated? That is why when Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, in Ramadan went out to the masjid, he saw the Muslims praying in groups. They were not in congregation, all of them. So he ordered Ubay ibn Ka'b to lead them in Taraweeh. So they all prayed in congregation Taraweeh behind one Imam. And when he saw this, he approved it and said that this is something that is good. And he used the word bid'ah. Ni'matul bid'ati hadih. But bid'ah here is not religious. Bid'ah here is the linguistic terminology.